Hope you're all eagerly waiting for the next story. So far we have seen 7 stories from the 7 states of northeastern part of India, and those 7 states are called as the sisters. And today we are going to see the last story from the northeastern part of India, and it is going to be from Sikkim. When you see, Sikkim lies further away from the 7 states, but it is still part of the northeastern part of India, and it is called as the brother. To the north lies the Himalayas, and it acts as a guardian to the Indian people. The eastern side of the Himalayas rise to the highest and world famous peaks are located there. Mount Kanchenjunga, which is the highest peak in India and third highest peak in the world, is located on the eastern side of the Himalayas. Which is the first highest peak? It is Mount Everest. Second highest peak is Mount K2, and the third highest peak is Mount Kanchenjunga. On the slopes of Mount Kanchenjunga lies the enchantingly beautiful state Sikkim. About 2/3 of the Sikkim is occupied by snow-covered mountains, and you can imagine how beautiful the state would be with the snow-covered mountains. Sikkim is the least populous state, and it is the second smallest among the Indian states. The 3 major ethnic communities of Sikkim are Lepchas, Bhutias and Nepalis. Of these, Lepchas are considered to be the earliest inhabitants of that state, and they are the first known people to occupy Sikkim. There are innumerable stories about the beliefs of Lepchas and their origins, and they are really fascinating too. So let me start with the origin of the Lepchas. Long ago, very long ago, when there was nothing in this world, no earth, no sun, no moon, the Lepchas believed that there was one god and his name was Rom, R-O-M, Rom. He created the beautiful earth, the sun, the moon. He created the mountains, the rivers, plants, animals. Among the mountains, he created the beautiful Kanchenjunga. From the top of the Kanchenjunga, he took 2 balls of snow, and from one ball of snow, he made a man. And from another ball of snow, he made a woman. And they were the Lepchas. Lepchas means children of God in the language Lepcha. Their language is also called as Lepcha. The Lepchas believe that the mountain Kanchenjunga to be the home of gods, and they see it very sacred. So even today, the climbers, they don't go to the summit, the final summit, and they just stop a further feet away from the actual summit, because the Lepchas, they see the mountain Kanchenjunga as a very sacred one. The Lepchas also believe that behind Kanchenjunga there is a secret valley called as the Mele Valley, and they see that nobody can go to that Mele Valley because it is guarded by ferocious demons called as Atis. Who are Atis? Atis are believed to be a large hairy creatures, something like a bear, and they say that in that Mele Valley their ancestors still live, and they act as the guardians to the Lepchas. But how did the Lepchas know about that secret valley? There is a story for that. Days long passed in a village in Sikkim. The people found the food to be in great shortage. They didn't have enough food, and many people were starving. So one young Lepcha, who was very strong and brave, he went deep into the forest on the slope of Kanchenjunga. Those days, people didn't dare to go to the top of the mountain, fearing danger. But this young Lepcha was very eager to go to the top of the mountain, and he was very inquisitive to find what was there on the top of the mountain. So one day he went deep into the forest, and as he was walking, he suddenly heard a beautiful voice. He heard somebody singing at a distance. He started following the voice, and he was nearing it. He heard the song. The song went like this. Budam budam no kale no bi summa hudyanka Budam budam nukale nobi suma hodyanka nade. Oh nade pulaka nade. Oh nade pulaka. Nutum tunga me ton tunga ka. Nutum tunga me tom tunga ka. Ukya sunda ha lunga sandhya ka. Ukya sunda ha lunga sandhya ka. Budam budam nukale nobi suma hudyanka. Budam budam nukale nobi suma hudyanka nade. Oh nade pulaka nade. Oh nade pulaka. The song was in Lepcha and it was about drawing water from the stream. The man thought that he got the clue and he got the meaning of the song, and he quickly went to the nearby stream. There he saw a beautiful lady fetching water from the stream. He hesitantly went to her and asked her, "Was it you who was singing now?" The lady didn't bother to answer him, but rather she said, "My dear man, without asking me any question, just look into the stream." But the man was eager to know who the lady was. Though he heard what she said, he asked him who she was. The lady sternly looked at him and said, "I specifically told you not to ask me any question, but still you did, so I cannot help you anymore." Saying this, she transformed herself into an 80, and who's that 80? 80 is that demon, I told you, right? So she transformed herself into an 80 and she raised up and disappeared into the snowy mountain of Kanchenjunga. The man was shocked to see it, and he was just staring at the snowy mountain where the 80 disappeared into. He didn't really understand what really happened. And as he was staring, he remembered what the lady had said first. So he went and looked into the stream. There he saw the water flowing as usual. But in the middle of the stream, he saw some object glowing. So he went closer and he saw a branch of a tree. It looked like a branch of a tree. But the branch looked very different. It didn't have leaves. It had needles in bluish green color, and the bark was golden in color, shining and glittering. He wondered from which tree the branch had fallen, because he had not seen any tree like that on the slope of Kanchenjunga. And he wondered why the lady wanted him to see this branch. And he really wondered whether the lady really wanted him to see only this branch, or what else did the lady wanted him to see. And his head was buzzing with a lot of questions like this. And he wondered who the lady was and how she became a demon. So he was just thinking about it. And after some time, he thought, let me go up, let me climb up the mountain and find out more about the lady, more about the tree, and maybe I will also start hunting for some good food on the top of the mountain. So he started climbing up the mountain. He was so excited and thrilled because it was the first time he was going to climb to the top of the mountain. So he was so excited. So he didn't feel the tiredness. After walking for days, also he didn't feel any kind of tiredness. After walking for several days, he at last reached the top of Kanchenjunga. But he neither saw the tree nor the lady, and he also didn't hunt because he was eager to find the lady. So he didn't also hunt for any food, and he was quite disappointed. I have come a long way to the top of the mountain, but I'm not able to find anything over here. So he was just wondering what to do. At the time, suddenly a flock of white birds came flying towards him, and they were quite fast, and they just flew very fast and they came towards him, and they started tweeting together as if they were trying to say something. And they tweeted, Sabongdam, 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 Sabongdam. What is that? He heard it as Sabongdam, and it means come quickly, come quickly, come quickly, come quickly, come quickly, in the language Lepcha. So he understood the birds were trying to convey something to him. So he started following the birds. And you know where the birds led him to? The birds led him to the beautiful valley, the Mele Valley, which was behind the mountain Kanchenjunga. As he entered the Mele Valley, he found the valley to be so beautiful, and it was heavenly. The full valley was just shining because the full valley was full of trees which had the bluish green needle and the golden bark. It was very lovely to see the valley, and on the way he saw the 80s here and there guarding the whole place. The 80 whom he had seen in the valley, in the stream, came towards him and told him, "Wow, you managed to come to our place without my help. You are indeed a brave man." As soon as this man saw the 80, he started nagging her with a lot of questions. "Who are you? Why am I here? And what is this place called?" He was just continuously nagging her with a lot of questions. And the 80 said, wait. We are just guarding this beautiful valley. You can find the answers to all your questions in that hut. She pointed at a small beautiful hut which was in the middle of the valley. So the man started going towards that hut, and as he neared the hut, he saw an old couple waiting out, and the sun was about to set. He saw an old couple waiting out, and they were eagerly waiting to invite him as if they were expecting him to come. They lovingly took him inside the hut. They brought some hot water to wash his hands and legs, and they served him some good food to eat, and they didn't even allow him to talk. So after he finished eating, now he thought, okay, this is a chance for me to ask my questions. So he couldn't wait any longer, and he started posing a lot of questions to that old lady. The old lady, hearing everything, she just said, she was very firm. She kindly said, "You look very tired, so you go to sleep now. You will find the answers to all your questions in the morning." Saying this, she laid a rug for him to sleep. The man was indeed tired because he had been walking for days, right? So he was very tired, and he soundly slept till the sun arose the next morning behind the beautiful mountain peak. He was awakened suddenly, in the morning, suddenly by the sounds of the children at play. And he wondered, who the children could be. So he quickly went out of the hut, and he saw a boy and a girl running around the house, around the hut. He asked them who they were. And do you know what they said? They told him, "We are the old couple you met last evening." The man couldn't really believe what he heard, and he was dumbfounded. "How is it possible?" he asked. The young girl said, "This is the way our world works. This valley is our world. We are children in the morning, and by afternoon we grow up into adults, and by evening we become old couple. And again the following morning, we again become children. And in this way, we live forever. But this valley is not for ordinary humans like you. So you must go back to your village." Saying this, the young girl gave him some seeds of different food grains and told him, "You go and sow these seeds in your village. Your people will never starve, and you can just sow these seeds and you will have plenty of food to eat. But you remember to sow these seeds at the right time," said the young girl, And the man was very happy hearing it. And he asked, how do I know what is the correct time to sow the seeds? Just then, the flock of white birds again flew past them. The young girl smiled and said, I will send these white birds to your village as a messenger. So when you see these white birds, you can know that that is the right time for you to step into your field and start working. So the man was very happy hearing it, and he took the seeds and he went back to his village, and he narrated the whole story to his people there, and the people were so happy and they started sowing the seeds. From then, the people didn't starve and they had plenty of food always, and they didn't have any kind of food shortage. The people believe that too much of noise, right? I'm getting distracted, sorry. Too much of chirping of the birds. So the old people still believe that the old couple in the valley, they were actually their ancestors. They would be always there to guide them and to help them. Even now, the people in Sikkim, they start sowing the seeds only after they see the white birds in the sky. And after sowing, they pray to the ancestors in the Mele Valley to send them a good harvest. So this is a beautiful story about the Mele Valley. Hope you liked it. So with this, we come to the end of stories from the northeastern part of India. So as a feedback, I would like you to tell me which story you like the best of these 8 stories and why. So I repeat it, I want you to write in the comment box of these 8 stories which story you like the best and why. It would be lovely to read your comments. Then what next? I thought, why can't we go and explore the western part of India? So I will dig in to find more stories from the west, and I'll be back with more interesting stories from the west. So meet you all soon. Bye.